Hi guys, it's Mary. Welcome back to a video that's been filmed. This is the third time. The first time I filmed this, the microphone wasn't on. The second time that I filmed this, the microphone wasn't on. It's right there now, dang it. In any case, when this many things go wrong while you're trying to do something, you know, okay? It's like God's telling me, don't do that. I don't want you to do that. So we're going to abandon that. Well, the original video was me using a bunch of new makeup, including the Mercier powders and this Sigma Dream palette. And I was like doing 2 giveaways in the video, one for Sigma, one for Mercier. But those videos and all the fritziness that came with it, which it was kind of hilarious because, I mean, in the second filming of it, I actually caught a makeup brush on fire with that candle. Here it is. Man, these are all singed up. Look at that. It smelled funny in here. I'm like, what's going on? And darn it, I actually loved this brush too. I'll have to pick up another one because poor me doesn't have any brushes, right? Anyway, so the way this is changing now is I'm actually going to take the part where I was doing the eye look, which came from this palette, and I'm going to speed it up and let you watch me do the parts. Maybe I'll try to voice over. I don't know. This is a much bigger palette than a regular Sigma palette. This palette first came out in 2018. It is Sigma times Beauty Bird. And it was such a popular palette that it sold out. And then all the people were like, we want this again. Please bring it back. And here it is. As you can see, there are quite a lot of colors in this palette. And also, unlike other Sigma palettes, this brush is different. Yes, it's still 2 of their real brushes and it's dual end, but instead of being a shader, we have the Creme shader brush, the 58. I'm going to give away the entire Sigma PR box that I got. This palette here I bought. Actually, I bought this palette right here, and this is the PR palette, but it doesn't make any difference. One is new. The makeup bag, which is also very nice. And the Big Daddy, which is all these makeup brushes in this extremely nice case. This is extremely well built and nice. So you could take this apart and just set them next to each other on your vanity and put your eye brushes in one side and your face brushes in the other. Now that doesn't look like it's a lot of brushes, but I'll insert a picture here that will show you all the brushes that are in here. This was a brush set curated by her and Sigma together. So while almost all of these brushes are already existing in the Sigma line, they don't have numbers on them. I will tell you though that there are at least 2 brushes in here that I don't recognize from their line. So it was really hard to put this in here. Yes. And I'm being so good because you see that one? That's the 58. That is the one I can never get my hands on that I talked about in my Sigma brush video. I will link right there. I spent 5 months. Who does that? I mean, the last time I looked, I think it hadn't even broke 500 views. Anyway, in that video, I was talking about the fact that I have every Sigma brush. Well, except for 3. 2 I don't want because it's a spoolie and a bent liner. And the other is the elusive, wasn't even sure that they really truly add this brush as the 58. Okay, well, now that I see it and it's in the palette, I know that this is pretty much essential to do a cut crease. I want to steal this brush out of here, but I'm not. I love you that much. I'm going to put it in there. And while I'm talking about that, thank you so much, Tanya, again, for offering to send me one of your 58s. From the footage I'm able to salvage of that video, I will do a voiceover or just put it to music so that you can see me doing this eye look with this palette, and then we'll come back, say goodbye, and tell you how you can win it. This is the E25 from the Glitzy Fritzy Essential Eye Set, and I'm just taking Frenchie and coming all over from the crease up. And then I'm going to switch to the E40 because at this time I had never used these, so I didn't know how, you know, I don't know what to think of whether or not it's going to be really punchy like their mattes always are. So I went in with the E40, and as you can see, I took just a dab, and then I'm like, okay, so I get a little bit more, and all I'm doing is blending this out.
which takes a little longer because it is the E40, but you get the most gradual blend with a brush like this. So this is the E36, and I am just taking Woof Woof, which is a darker brown, working on the outer corner. Nothing new. I usually do this. And of course, I'm running my mouth the whole time, right? Because I don't know the microphone is clear across the room. I mean, I got this new mic that, it turns on with the camera, but you got to put the mic in front of you. So who knows what I'm rambling on about here? I have no idea. But what I'm doing is setting the stage to do a cut crease. But to do a cut crease, I really kind of need to bring those colors all the way in. And then, of course, the first step, for me anyway, if I were going to do this all the time, I'm sure I explained in this that this is only the second time I've ever done a cut crease. And I just wanted to check. I don't really like a cut crease because I like things more blended than that abrupt cut, right? But I did want to see what is the big deal with this brush, this 58. And I know it's for this. So it has this brush is pretty stiff and it's a paddle. So it's really excellent at carving out this line that you do. But of course, after this, I just pack on shadow and continue on because I'm not really after a cut crease. I just wanted to demonstrate what this brush would actually do. I do want to point out that the shimmers in this palette are going to be excellent for you if you like to build up your shimmers. You guys know how I like to go in and bam! Okay, so I don't feel like of the shimmers that I have already used from this, that they are that bam in your face, kind of formulation of the other Sigma palettes. This one here, it's more subtle. So a lot of people would probably prefer that. But the mattes, make no mistake, are every bit as pigmented and just bam right there in your face when you use them. So I'm just finishing up here by softening out the blend up at the top and going in with Frenchy and kind of lightening it up there. And then that's it for this eye look.
I want to know what a goal or a dream of yours is, and whether or not you have already accomplished it. Tell me that below, and then I'll know that you want to be entered to win this fabulous set. I hope you guys know you're the best part of the Fritzy family. And if you're not having a blessed day, just go out and be a blessing to somebody else. And until next time, love you, see ya, bye, and I'm out.
So so you can take this apart. I got them upside down. You can take this apart. Let me put that back on there. Darn it. You can't do anything right. I swear. What's wrong with you? You should just quit filming because you're just a dud. So you could take this apart, put your face brushes in one side and your eye brush, and then if you ever wanted to go anywhere, this thing is so sturdy. My brush video, I will link right there. Please watch that. I spent 5 minutes. I spent 5 minutes making that video. Please watch it. Tell me what your dream is. And I don't mean the kind of dream that you go to bed and you're like, that was really attractive, I bet. But yeah, until we dropped it on the floor and broke it. Never mind, I'll just wear these. These are clean. Oh my gosh. No, oh, the camera's still on.